Anyway, now we can focus a little more on the chart. Now some of the money's coming in, and since I've been letting the chart run, you can see the Boomerang Scalp Trading system has identified some trends here. So we can see this match up here with Just Like Silk on the Geese toy, and we can see the last match price being mapped on the chart here. So what to look out for is basically very simple. The red arrow is the equivalent of a back bet, because in effect when it's red it wants the price to decrease, and when it's blue we want the price to increase. So it's very simple, and if these were on one click, because you can change it to a one click setting, obviously, those of you that are familiar with the toy, and you'll be able to see that work very quickly. Now that the chart has a few more indicators on, I can show you what it looks like if we change it from a 5-second chart here. Obviously due diligence is needed, but overall you can see the trends with the red and green bias bars combined with the signal and also the force index down here. What we would look for is a crossover here. So we can see this one of the moving averages is green here. The bias bars turn green. Now there's actually quite a lot under the bonnet when it comes to trading this, when it came to be created. So it's not free, it is $400, but I'm sure it can, be represent much greater value than some of these courses that are available, where they effectively just teach you what's freely available online. The force index here has crossed the 0 line, which indicates a buy, and as a result one of the blue signals comes up here as well. So that might be what we look for in a buy, and we also need to identify where to get out. And what we could do is strictly stick to these signals, but because the Betfair markets are slightly different, I'd recommend we add some further analytics just so we can be sure when we know to get out and when to hold a position. So one of the things I'm going to add is the resistance indicator, the RSI, and we basically look for crossovers on the lines 70 and 30, and it's the relative strength index of the market. So we can see here the blue arrow signals a buy. It wants us to get in the market, and we might look, for example, when we hit this 70 line, because that shows that there's sort of resistance in the market and there's a likely reversal. So the market could reverse back down. So that would be something I'd look for in combination with the market depth here. But as these patterns are obviously forming, obviously one of the important things to remember is the speed with which you execute. So if you wanted to have a slightly easier ride, you could put it on a 10-second chart here. And you can see the same trends forming just over a longer time frame. So there are way less charts. Obviously, this is in the financial markets, based on maybe a 1-2 minute chart. Here we're basing it on a 10-second chart. So we have one sell signal there. We have resistance here, and as the market rebounds, we hit a buy signal. We go up, and basically the same thing's happening here with the sell signal. So what we look for is the first signal here. Okay, the indicators haven't quite got enough information here. As they start to form, though, everything's looking red. So pretty much that is a sell signal. The bias bars indicate a buy signal here, but down here with the force index, it is still indicating a sell. So it's maybe something we'd keep an eye out on, especially because we can see the resistance here. So maybe we'd wait and see how the market, what happens, how the market tells us continues out. So we can see it hits resistance and it retraces over. The force index indicates a buy. The bias bars, which actually I forgot to put on candlestick, it's a lot more visual here. The bias bars indicate a buy signal as well. So do here, so we'd buy in this market. We try and get in this bar here. And the same, just waiting for any resistance we see, as well as the market depth. But as you can see, it is very visual, and it definitely can be a major assistance with your trading. There is a reversal here, which we can also possibly be identified if we use one of the indicators available from Microtrends. I just remember what it's called, the river. If we use the river, basically an enhanced set of Bollinger Bands, resistant bands, but obviously this is significantly improved on the basic model, and it can obviously be applied to volumes as well. So what we look for here is a breakout. So you can see there's two sell signals here, same here, and it's pushing the bottom band here, which indicates it might break out of the bands. And then we'd wait until we retraced over. This is on a 10-second chart, remember, so this is the best part of a minute here. And we waited for it to then recross over to get out of our position. Or alternatively, the inner band here, after the breakout, that would be our indicator. Close the position and look to take the opposite side of the book. So if we change the volume chart here, we can change to a 1000 set of volumes. And it's a very similar story. We can actually see here how the volumes sort of tell a different story of the market. So instead of time, we're looking at basically where the different punters are hitting, and I've found in my experience trading volumes, it can be very successful. You can see here some of the trends building up with the Boomerang Scalp Trader. It's a buy signal. When combined with the river, you would look to finish trading 1 or 2 minutes before the race. And I really hope this video in general is just giving you a better indication of how we can utilize some of the existing systems for NinjaTrader. So the market's now gone in play, so we just untick this, which means no more data is being called. And now we can just look back over the chart, analyze on different time frames, different range bars, the volume bars. You can see the volumes in the market here, and I hope I've helped here uncover some of the potential available when using quant sports to help your trading, and also some of the existing systems and indicators available in the market. Thank you for watching.